Now, all of you go there. There we go. I'm desperately trying to sort out all my HQ units and stuff right now.
Oh, yeah, as Germany, there's a fair few of them. Got about a few.
Yeah, all of you go there. Greens go over there. Yellows over there.
Oh, yeah, that's how I do it, too.
Reds, I guess, stay put because you can't go anywhere.
Reds are kaput.
So yes, you can totally strategically deploy these guys, and they'll put them in places.
Those are mountain infantry. Huh. Well, that's good to know. Germany sent material support to Abyssinia? Wait,
I didn't know such thing. I didn't know such thing.
I don't know, my chat's telling me that Germany sent material support to Abyssinia.
I haven't, though. I specifically said no on that event.
I think they're trying to foment dissent. We got some spies.
From who, though? France?
I don't. So there's secretly a third streamer in here.
I mean, there is that French YouTuber you're supposed
that I'm copying. Well, Bob, remember this, Bob. If I'm copying him, you're copying him as well because you're copying me.
Ooh, dearie me. Copyception.
Exactly.
All right. These infantry divisions are finishing up now, so let's go ahead and put them. Because we can deploy these fuckers anywhere we want, so we'll put them here.
Stalin's murderizing people. Spanish Civil War. We need to show our strength. Gain unity. We shall remain the sole fascist power in the Mediterranean.
You killed my son. I demand blood and vengeance.
I kind of forgot that I had some Bob sound effects in there. Somebody just did the one of you going, "You killed my son. I demand blood and vengeance."
I'm surprised you don't have 1,000 ducats for the head of Benjamin Magnus.
If I remember correctly, Tog was talking over that sound clip.
Well, that would make it a little harder.
Yeah. But
right,
I have
one core.
I have that one, and I think though I have another one that's something like
Have I watched Spaceballs before? Of course I've watched Spaceballs. Why wouldn't I watch Spaceballs?
Vengeance will be mine when your blood is on my sword. That's what it was. I used that one too.
Actually, we don't need that HQ unit. We have shit tons of those sitting around, so we can just get rid of this, actually. Disband.
How do you have no supplies? You're sitting in Rome! That's where all the supplies are stored!
You killed my son. I demand blood and
Spain is right for Roman clay. Well, it's true.
Well, I mean, Germania is too, but we're not gonna...
Yeah, I know. I mean, I feel like I gotta deal with the situation in Ethiopia first.
Werehuvia?
Werehuvia? I don't know where the Huvia is.
Speaking of comb the desert, sound effect when, I will add it to the list.
Comb the desert?
Yeah, remember Darth Helmet had given the command to comb the desert for Lone Star and stuff. And they literally have a big old, like, afro comb, like,
Yep.
We ain't found shit! Comb the desert.
I got a lot of light bombers. They're so out of date, we don't even have pictures of them.
Here we go. Shove it in there. At hour 37.
Hey, Lord Cucumber. I have a good surprise for you. Oh, yeah. Dancing Hitler. The Hoovians are attacking. What planes are you using now? The same ones as before. I haven't upgraded them yet.
It's only been like 7 months.
Yeah, I know. I'm still using fucking biplanes, CR-42s or whatever they are. God, I got a lot of crap divisions here.
Is that just the Italian army that you're looking at? I mean,
yeah, well, I mean that's everybody. But seriously, like 40% of my professional army is in Ethiopia right now, and I need them elsewhere. So, but hang on one second. I need a new bottle of water. I'll be right back.
You must be that hydration bot that's telling him to do that. Yeah, all these air bases. probably stand to put these air bases at the bottom. Well, actually, no, they get built pretty quickly, so I guess we're not going to worry about that. Oh, shit, I got a whole bunch of things available here. Can I reduce the speed? No, I can only pause it, so I'll pause it while I deal with this stuff here. National University. The Imperial University supplies the nation with the next generation of leaders, so... I can gain 2 leadership in Berlin. Let me see if there are other plans. Not this year. Yeah, sure, I'll build it. I'll take some more leadership. Why not? Oh, that was actually a whole part. That was a whole bunch of them I could have selected. Never mind. I should have paid more attention to that. Okay. We'll continue on. And you're moving there. You're moving forward. You're moving forward. Just like trying to get all these things in various places. Do I Doctor Who? I've enjoyed Doctor Who in the past. It's all right. I'm not, you know, a diehard fan like a lot of other people are, but my wife and I like watched a lot of those, the newer stuff with Chris Eccleston and David Tennant, and we watched a bit of the Matt Smith Doctor, but that was kind of really it.
Doctor Who?
Like, yeah, like I haven't seen any of the Peter Capaldi stuff, and I don't think the new one with the Lady Doctor has appeared yet, has it? I don't think that's out yet.
If I remember the community event, we hope we do CK2 events too. Yeah, I'm gonna do CK2 events soon. Now that Mrs. Magnus is really into CK2, definitely gonna do his CK2 events.
I would join him. I'm not a Patreon.
Well, everybody. The way I phrase it is, everybody who has access to the VIP chat can join in, because that's where I post the password. So you can come into that if we want. We can work something out.
No, I've been staying out of it because I'm not a Patreon or subscriber.
Oh, well, you should join us.
I was respecting the rules that you had laid out.
Fuck your rules, Bob.
Yelling at me.
Wait, my rules.
Oh, I can declare war on Poland now.
What, really? Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I've been reducing their neutrality since the start of the game.
It's only been 8 months!
Well, you know...
The greatest diplomat Germany's ever known! Who? Otto von who? Okay.
Look, Ribbentrop's been busy, that's all I'm saying, okay?
Do it!
Well, no, because there's no one in position yet. I have a single infantry corps that's ready to go.
It's good enough!
Hold your tits. Just calm your tits, Ben.
Okay, I'm holding my tits. Hold my tits.
Let's see here.
God, I know that once Leah joins us for a CK2 event, that she's gonna fuck me in not a good way. I know she's gonna murder my ass.
Do I like Chakotay? I probably would have liked Chakotay. I mean, I don't really like Voyager in general, but I probably would have liked Chakotay if he'd actually, like, had things to do, you know, in the series.
He had one episode devoted to him.
Yeah, but that was just like, let's go ahead and mash all the Native American cultures together, and this is our special sensitivity episode.
Yeah,
know?
it was literally one episode.
Yeah, like...
And it was boring, and I always skip it whenever I go to watch it. Used to get monies if I sub through Twitch Prime. Yeah, if you sub through Twitch Prime, I get the same as a regular sub.
Eat a bag a day.
What's happening now? I had to eat dinner. Well, I'm still in Ethiopia, but Bob has the ability to declare war on Poland right now. Somehow. Because of reasons. Don't ask me how he did it, but he did it.
Neutrality. I mean,
I fuck me. I've never been able to do that. I've tried. I've never done it.
Thanks for following, Grim Reaper.
Cool.
When's to stop yelling and he sounds
I'm jealous. Bob has the Lord of Death on his side.
Let's see here. Stop yelling.
See, okay, so
me. Bob source. I'm just adding these in a notepad is all I'm doing for these sound effect suggestions.
Gotcha.
When's the stop yelling at me sound bite gonna be added? I'll see if I can find a clean one.
My people are telling you that you should definitely declare war on Poland. They're using the do it sound effect. I'm in bolster. Oh, I got the Grim Reaper here too. We're even now, Bob.
No, we're not. You've had so many more subs and follows so far.
I've got a bigger channel. Of course, there's gonna be more. Got a bigger base to build off of. I've got what, a year head start on you.
See here.
Do you know how close you are to getting partnered?
How does? I think I really just need the average 75 viewers, and I'm there. So how does one lower another's neutrality? So what I figured out, and this is just something I remember from playing this with Ben a bunch, is you go into the intelligence here, intelligence tab, and then you first off you have to assign spies to the country. Yeah. So like with Poland here, intelligence. So I got Poland selected, and my send spy priority. Fuck me, that was hard to say. I don't know why. At the highest right now, and I have increased threat and disrupt national unity. So increased threat's the highest priority for the spies I do send there, and then I'm also disrupting their national unity, which is going to give them other negative modifiers as well. So increased threat is what lowers their neutrality and makes them a viable target for me to attack per the rules of Hearts of Iron 3.
The way it works in Hearts of Iron 3 is there's two values. There's your neutrality and their threat. And basically what happens is if you're very unneutral or they're very threatening, then you can go to war. It just basically you have to get the number to 0. Then you can go declare war on somebody. Ben is dying in Ethiopia. I'm making progress, it's just mountains. Kason, thanks for the follow. They're mountains and rivers. They're in the way. I gotta work through that shit. And we're playing on speed 3.
I know if we were playing Horde 4, we would have conquered the world already.
The world would be, you know, underneath our conjoined foot. Or it would be underneath your foot, and I would be in charge of the... Nasad, thanks for the pledge. Woo! Nice patron there. Very generous. Thank you very much. I would be Air Marshal Magnus.
I didn't realize that was a joke, Wallslav. I'm sorry. It looked like a legit question about neutrality. I'm sorry. Stop yelling at me.
Does anybody here remember Air Marshal Magnus? Anybody?
I do, fondly.
Oh, that was you, Revy. Repledged. Thank you, Revy. Appreciate it. Revy, you've got, like... So, you got a different name on every single platform. I can't keep you straight. I cannot keep the Revy straight in my mind. Ben is fighting mountains and rivers. I feel like, yes, is Italy. I'm literally just firing my guns. Keep in mind, my pre-World War I guns into mountains and rivers and declaring victory like I'm fucking Nero declaring victory over Neptune in the sea. I'm the spiritual successor to the Caesars. I'm mad.
Everyone look out.
I'm just doing it the other way around.
No Air Marshal Magnus, never again. At least he's better than Schmitty.
Oh, see, I don't fully understand all the Schmitty hate. I've only ever dealt with him in the comments of my Ultimate General videos. I've never had him in a multiplayer before.
You know, I think a lot of what he says and does comes from a place of I've watched thousands and thousands of hours of what goes on YouTube, and thus I know how to play this. And he doesn't know how to actually make any of that work in practice.
Remy, thanks for changing your name. I have dealt with people in that same boat before. In EU4, and I don't remember exactly who it was.
It's just kind of a. I mean, it's like who's that guy that posted the pistol in your?
Oh my God!
That guy that claims
Soviet Badger.
Yeah, that guy. It's kind of like Soviet Badger. That's Schmitty's my Soviet Badger.
Oh, okay. I'm right on board with you now. Right on board with you. Eye to eye. I got you. I got you now, Bob. That's perfect analogy.
As far as like community perception goes.
Do we need a stay drunk bot? I don't need a bot to stay drunk. I'm a streamer. That's what I do.
Just fine on his own.
I handle that all. I got my wife to bring me beer, and you guys got the booze sound effect that you queue up all the time. I'm good. Autumn mud, monsoon in full swing. Hi, I'm highly popular. The Yorktown has been launched. Ben, do you resub automatically? When you sub on Twitch, if you're subbing through like a credit card, a debit card, or PayPal, it does resub automatically if you tell it to. With Twitch Prime, I'm not exactly sure. I've had people tell me that it does, and I've had people tell me that they've had to resub manually. So I'm not entirely sure about Twitch Prime. Yes, metal production, and yeah, I need all, because I don't have any resources, so yeah, I need all of those resources.
We are... No, I don't want to create one. I want to attach him to something. How do I attach you guys to a thing? How do I attach units to an HQ? Like, I just did it before. Why can't I do it now?
You just click on the unit, and then you click on the little, button that's above their breakdown. It's on the left side about halfway down. It's like...
Oh, maybe they're connected to something? No.
If they're already connected to something, then yeah, you just gotta unconnect them. But, like, it looks like an arrow pointing towards a couple rectangles.
This says they're all attached to something still, but they're not.
Just try unattaching, see what happens.
Well, I did, and nothing happened.
Who is Soviet Badger? Oh, let me tell you a tale. So it's this guy in my Discord. He's still there. He tells a tall tale here and there. And the original tall tale was posting a picture of a pristine Luger, you know, that would probably be worth thousands of dollars. And it was a picture of a hand holding a Luger, and he said, "Hey guys, I dug this out of a forest in Poland just outside of Warsaw." And Colonel Oddball, one of my moderators, and I think he's one of Bob's moderators too, did his Google foo, went online and was like, "Hey, I found this exactly pixel for pixel identical picture off of a post of a bunch of amateur archaeologists who found this exact same Luger several years ago in Belarus." And the guy's like, "Whoa, how did you find a higher resolution picture than I posted of myself that I took myself?" And everybody's like, "Yeah, we know you're lying about it." And then he just, what happens is he digs in. And then once you provide him with enough proof that what he's saying is a lie, he disappears for a week. But then he reappears a week later with a different tall tale to tell. After the Luger incident, the tall tale was, "Hey, not only did I find that Luger that we already proved was a fake and I was lying about, I also found an STV and a couple Spaken 41 submachine guns in that forest, and I sold them all to a Polish museum for $500. Goddamn bugs. Hey, Unearthly Raven, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that, bud. And the response to that, my response to that was, okay, so museums don't buy artifacts. They are donated or lent from learned institutions. Next on the list. Museums don't buy unregistered firearms. Neither does anybody buy unregistered firearms unless you're a drug dealer or plan on committing a homicide that you don't want to see linked to a specific individual. Another thing, generally when you dig a gun, especially a semi-automatic rifle and fully automatic submachine guns, out of the dirt that have been buried for 60 years, they're not going to be in fireable condition. You're going to need to do something to them, at least a cleaning, to get them to work correctly. Also, you told us you live in New York. Who goes to Poland to dig around in a forest? Oh my god. It belongs in a museum. That needs to be a sound effect.
So do you.
So do you, Jones.
Well, the Eastern Front's forming up, and the Ben is Jelly offensive will happen here soon enough.
What I'm kind of hoping is that when you get stuff started, that Yugoslavia will become less neutral, and I can punch them in the face. Or the butt, whatever.
Is that what happens when Italy becomes spooked? They punch Yugoslavia?
Yeah. Technically, guns in the U.S. are not registered unless they're automatic. No, all guns in the United States are definitely registered to people.
Well, it varies from state to state. Each state kind of has their
Oh,
own.
you know,
I mean, there's plenty of states that have their own like set of things.
I'm
a
from
lot of
New
states are very
York,
similar,
so-
but
I'm from New York, where a weapon has to be registered.
it depends on the type of weapon. And I mean, Washington State's pretty strict on some stuff too. But there are some states where you can just walk in, and I mean, you
Yeah.
still need to do a background check, but you don't need to necessarily register or something.
Some
Especially like collectors don't have to do that, for instance, in a lot of places.
Some people live in Alabama. It's true. No, yeah, you guys are right about that. I'm from New York. I'm used to, New York standards where, you have to register your firearms and use your turn signal. No, but it's true. I wish Canada had the non-strict gun laws that some U.S. states have. What? No, you don't! We're not getting into that debate, though. We're not doing that today.
What's that? I'm sorry, my wife's talking to me.
Someone was like, I wish Canada had gun laws like the United States where you don't need background checks and you don't need to register them. You can just go out and get a gun.
I don't know where this comes from. You do need to go through a background check for buying firearms in the U.S. Well, here we go. More global alarm bells chime for chemical weapons. Research efficiency plus 3%. Yes, please.
Woo! Turn signals. Are you sure? I've been to New York City. I've been to New York City, but I'm not dumb enough to drive in New York City. Fucking take the subway or a taxi if I want to get somewhere, or goddamn walk because I'm a human being with leg muscles.
Leg muscles.
Sinew,
bone, and everything.
Yeah, I've been to New York City a couple times. I've been there with Leah, and we needed to get anywhere. If it was under if it was under 20 blocks, you just walk there. If it's over 20 blocks, you take the fucking subway. But where I was in New York, which was 5.5 hours away from New York City, yeah, I got pulled over for not using a turn signal once. The only reason I wasn't using my turn signal is because the light bulb was dead and I didn't know it.
You sure it wasn't because you were Polish?
It was probably prejudice. It probably was.
Driving while Polish.
Because we definitely didn't get lost in the subway, Ben. We didn't get lost in the subway, Leah! We got on the subway where we wanted to be and got off one stop short of where we wanted to be and then walked the remaining 5 blocks. I was almost right.
What does that mean?
Well, when we took the subway, we got on it, and I was like, you know what? I didn't really look at the map that hard. I don't know exactly what stop to get off of. So we got off at the stop that I thought was right, and it was only 1 stop away from where we meant to be. So we just walked the remaining 4 blocks. No big deal. Special Forces integrations. How about we figure out how rifles work?
Nah.
I don't know, maybe just some model of a self-loading rifle. Just do that for me, please. Italy. Oh, we already did that already. Oh, we just haven't gotten them out to everybody yet. Everyone secretly hates the Poles. Well, in Europe, it's more blatant. It's not really that secret.
I mean, I don't feel very secretive about it.
Yeah, Bob just said those things. I'm okay with it. I'll allow it.
You prejudiced bastard. And proud.
I'll allow it, Bob. Alright, I think we just did... Okay, we do single-engine prototype advances. Good.
That's right. Bow down to your betters, yes?
Deal. Just don't hit me. Ben, need me to get some scotch? No, I already had a beer. I don't need a scotch on. Italy had some hideous firearms during World War II and World War I. Italy hasn't had a proud history of warfare in a long time.
No, they just have shrinking populations and really kick-ass ice cream.
Also, financial crises, the likes of which Europe has not seen since Greece.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Also, really bad demographics. Who knows? It's an issue when you don't have a tax-paying population base.
Who'd have thunk?
Ah.
I need another HQ. No, I've got 2 of them already on the way down here.
Have you seen the aircraft look like designer cars more than weapons of war? The Italians actually had really, really good fighter aircraft, but the issue is they were designed around German aircraft engines, and Germany was like, yeah, we have this problem where we don't have enough engines for our own planes, so you can have 2. They sent them 2 prototypes of like the model of Daimler-Benz engines that they needed for their fighter planes, and that was it. Because apparently nobody in Germany decided that it was a bad idea if every single plane used the exact same type of engine when you have limited production. So Ben, Ben did kill Bob's son that one time. True. Yes, I did. I did that mostly for shits and giggles.
I don't have a garrison template. I guess I'll have to make one.
Well, garrisons aren't hard. Just garrison, a HQ, maybe some arty. If you want to see the worst, most complicated light machine gun design, watch the Forgotten Weapons video about the Braided 30. Yeah, I've seen that. I really like Forgotten Weapons, actually. I think Forgotten Weapons is a very fascinating channel. I like the videos about older weapons more than about modern weapons. I don't really care about modern weapons. I like, you know, like antiques and stuff like that.
Do combat engineers benefit garrisons at all?
No, not in the slightest bit. Combat engineers are going to be for crossing rivers, attacking tough terrain like cities and mountains and stuff.
Oh, I've got chemical mortars now.
Oh, there you go, Bob.
Let's put those in the garrison units.
Sort your units, when you're in production, sort the unit types by soft attack value and look at the numbers. They're insane.
Oh man, that chemical mortar is going to be in everything now. Holy
yeah,
shit.
exactly, right? It's like twice as good as the next best thing.
It's 3 times as good as the next best
there
thing.
you go. Oh, you got
literally.
The Germans got the really good gas. Who knew?
Whether that or infantry motorized just suck.
No, it's just that I think it's there to try to lure people into using it.
So
that's my theory.
Heavy artillery, heavy anti-aircraft, chemical mortars, because why the fuck not? Then machine guns.
Chemical mortars aren't that hard to build either, which is nice.
I don't really need transports then garrisons, do I? I don't really need that.
Thompson gun versus Spagen? Thompson. I think Thompson is a superior weapon in every way. Except for the fact that it costs a fortune to produce. Snowfall increases. I'm in Africa! I don't care about snow! Alright, I'm gonna stay up on aircraft prototypes this time. I'm not gonna let that fall. Alright, I actually have infantry, proper, like, modern infantry rifles. Oh my god! Oh my god, that's amazing. That is the coolest thing I've ever stolen. Apparently I stole the plans for a fucking, like, Spitfire from the British. Single-engine fighter prototype stolen. That is amazing!
Well, Ben's gonna be trucking around in some really awesome stuff then.
Your husband is a war criminal. Welcome to my channel!
Your husband? What?
Oh, Leah's in chat right now. I think she's on her phone in the living room. She's talking to people in chat. PPSH? PPSH is the Spagen 41 submachine gun that the Russians produced like 200,000 of. Yeah, we'll just call it the Spitfire-O.
Spitfire-O.
So somebody in chat said.
This is not how Italian works.
So if I go to produce planes, they better be a better type now. Yeah, yeah.